Hello everyone, welcome to Analysistrends. I'm Rupam. I'm currently a BA, and in this video we are going to look after how do you manage and maintain requirements. This is nothing but the chapter 5.2 topic, which is a Babok business analysis body of knowledge guide. In this in this chapter's topic, we are going to discuss how do you actually maintain requirements. In the previous video, which is 5.1, we have actually identified how do you use a requirement traceability matrix and trace the requirements. So moving forward, we're gonna use our own template, which is in 5.1, and try to see what is the purpose, description, inputs, elements of maintaining those requirements. So I'll redirect this whole video to our new website, which is basically the analysistrends.com, when where you're able to see that this trace requirement has already been there. If I go to home page, I'll show you how you can navigate to the maintain requirements tab and learn from there. In this, you'll go to the main homepage. This is your homepage where you got the BA business analysis concepts, and within that you got BA concepts as a section. When I go into that, basically I have all the sections divided in as per the chapters. This is chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, and chapter 5. In this, we are discussing about maintain requirements. In trace requirements, what we have actually discussed in the last video, we have used the requirement traceability matrix, which is somewhere at the bottom. You got template, and this template is used for requirement traceability metrics where you actually store the requirement. So going forward, you can use a template and download the template, and you can also maintain the requirements. Now we are looking into what is the purpose of maintaining requirements and how do you do it. So the first thing is you need to, whatever requirements you have collected in that particular sheet or in that particular matrix, definitely you need to maintain it for accuracy and consistency, because you ensure that whatever requirement you have collected from the stakeholders is accurate and it's confirmed. In order to maintain that, you definitely need a matrix, and that's the reason you retain requirements. Support reuse of requirements. Whatever requirements you already have collected, that will help you to make sure that you can reuse the requirement into the next activity or next project or a next organization step you take. So make sure that maintaining requirement not only proves accuracy and consistency, but also help you to reuse of the requirement. The description here is ongoing need of maintenance. Definitely, as soon as you collect the requirements from the stakeholders, you store it in an Excel file, or you maintain, you trace them in a traceability matrix. That need to be done regularly. That is called maintenance. The reason is you need to maintain to make sure that continuously it has been continuously validated and it's continuously updated and been continuously approved and updated to the stakeholders. Maximizing benefits. How do you maximize benefit? By consistently representing it, by showing it to the stakeholders, reviewing it and getting approved, what I just mentioned, and easily accessible and understandable to everyone within the project stakeholder who is involved directly or indirectly. Let us move to inputs. What are the inputs actually you need to maintain requirements? Definitely requirements and design. Whatever requirements you have collected, like goals, business needs, stakeholder input, are your requirements. Whatever design output through the project, what are the expected output or what are the expected flow of that particular design or the requirement is whatever you have created, that is considered as a design. What are the elements or what are the best practices you can do to maintain requirements? First thing, you can maintain requirements by doing a business analysis, ensure accuracy is maintained across that responsibilities. You can define clear and maintain links and use repositories. Repositories like a GitHub or you got Bitbucket, you can use those repositories to maintain your requirements. Attributes. Attributes are very important. Attributes are what is the source of the requirement, what is the priority, what is the complexity, then what are the status, what are the links, what are the other dependencies. Those are all your attributes. And use attributes for oversight, definitely. Reusing requirements. The reason we want to reuse the requirement here is identification. Spot reusable requirement, because that might be help you to build the requirement and build the requirement with less time next time whenever you want to build that in to a new application or with an existing application. Storage. Keep them accessible. Definitely, a repository is a place where every documentation is placed at one place where everyone can download it at the latest update. Level of abstraction, reuse widely, watch out the specificity, right? Validation, stakeholder approvals for use. Definitely you need to validate all the requirements when you maintain. What are the guidelines? Information management approach. Strategy for maintaining requirement for reuse. You need to have a proper strategy that how these requirements are being maintained and how can I reuse those requirements. Some of the techniques which I have mentioned here in the top is like we can use any of those techniques in order to maintain the requirements. We can go in detail when we come to the chapter 10, but for now we can just understand by the techniques. What are the stakeholders that are involved while you maintain requirements? Definitely, whatever requirement input you get from the stakeholders, those are your stakeholders that are being involved here. But to be very frank, everyone is involved because you collect requirements from each and every stakeholders. Output The output of trace requirement was traced requirement and traced design, but the output of maintained requirement is maintained requirement and maintained design. Basically, that defines one long-term use. That is, what is the usability of the requirement may become asset for future initiatives because that might be used in some other projects and that will reduce the time and maintain designs reusable components for the future use. Definitely, these components can be reused some or other project. So the whole concept of maintaining requirement is to make sure that you are making a consistency across each requirement, documenting the requirements correctly, updating the requirements correctly, using attributes to mention the requirements complexity, priorities, status, dependencies, and making sure that you are revolving around those requirements. So this is all about the basic understanding of requirements and maintain requirements. Basically, you can able to go and download the templates as well. So we got requirement gathering templates already available on templates and tools. If you go to that link, you have stakeholder analysis templates, stakeholder interview guides templates, requirement gathering workshop agendas. So when you go into any one of these, you will able to see how can you basically perform this working agenda, and you can fetch out the information from that particular when you actually do a workshop. So coming back to our PPT, so this is all about the maintain requirement. I hope you have enjoyed watching this video, enjoyed watching previous video. I've already added a SQL video, DAX video. We are going to add more and more content going forward. So stay tuned, watch till the end, and please subscribe, share, and like, and please comment if you like this video. Thank you so much, and please follow me on LinkedIn. Goodbye. See you again.